Hey you guys, if anybody is joining, hi Jamie. So this is part of my challenge. Um, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I didn't think I was gonna do this. I'm waiting for my girlfriend Shadia to join us, and I don't know how to tell if she is, but uh, so this is part of our challenge. And this week, um, I have to go live, and I wonder why it's not. Hold on. Um, I have to go live, and uh, shoot. Okay.
We
Hey.
did it.
So I have to go live, you guys, and interview somebody. And so my girlfriend Shadia is here right now. She is a phenomenal photographer. And so I see Jamie's here. And so I don't know if anybody, I don't ever do this, so I don't know if anybody's going to jump on or not. And then I don't know, let me ask you right now, is there a way to save this when I'm done?
That's what I was trying to figure out when you added me on here. So I'm on my other phone trying to do both. So hopefully
Okay,
we
if
get it
you get it
right.
figured out, okay, if you get it figured
Yes.
out, please tell
So
me.
what you do once this is ended, it'll say post to IGTV, and then you'll just hit OK.
Okay. All
So
right.
don't discard media because that's what someone else did.
Okay. Let's see. So Shadia just got done interviewing me. Um, we're doing a photo session, and she had to ask me questions about, um, and one was really, really, really difficult. Like, I don't have an answer to that. But now I am going to interview her, and honestly, we had this all planned. We were going to do it. She was maybe going to come to the event today, but she couldn't make it. Then I got rained on, and I looked like a drowned rat earlier, and there was no way I was going to do this live. So she went online searching for somebody else, and nobody volunteered. And I'm like, I am the shittiest person ever if I don't do this. So here we are. Um, so I don't even have any. Gosh, I don't even have any questions ready for you. I guess the first question um, I'm going to ask you. Am I supposed to ask you about my brand or okay?
Yes.
So
So let me tell you. Let me start with when I saw your brand and I saw your gear and I saw your clothing line and what everything had said. It really spoke to me because I've had my fair share of um, not issues, but life. I've gone
like
through a whole lot of stuff. And so when I saw all of your shirts and all the positivity and all the rise above type of lines, it spoke to me because my whole life revolves around positive vibes and good energy and just rising above whatever happens to you. And I
absolutely.
probably won't get into everything now, but shirts really spoke to me, and it's something that I would totally represent. Um, like if I could wear shirts like that every day, I would.
So I appreciate that. And the tee you're wearing right now, that you got from me, resilient. What spoke to you in like what made you want that tee? What did it mean to you? What
So
did that particular
So for me, I like I said, I've been through a whole lot. I've been married and divorced twice. They were neither were very healthy relationships. I've learned that I do have a type. I'm not impressed by it, but in the face of adversity, I have been able to rise above. I've been able to be resilient and bounce out of every situation I've been in. My first marriage, I was very young. Adam's dad. I was 19, and it just wasn't a healthy relationship. And so when Adam was 3 months old, I moved out and I we got divorced, and I moved back in with my parents, and I was 21 with a brand new baby, working single mom life because he was not in the picture at all. And I basically worked to pay off his daycare, and there was no money extra back then.
That's
I'd been
hard.
working for schools. It was hard. I've been working special ed. I was a nurse aide at a special needs school for 20 years. I'm on my 20th year now, and I loved it, but it's a school. It doesn't pay well. So you know that people who work at a school aren't doing it for the money. My heart is with
Right.
those kids, and it always has been, and it always will be. But I was working 3, 4 jobs just to live. But I did it. I had the backing of my family. I had the backing of my friends. Anything I needed, and I'm so grateful for that. I did not have a terrible struggle. While it was a financial struggle, I had so many other things lifting me up that it wasn't as painful as it would be for someone who didn't have anyone. Um, and no matter what had happened in my life, and no matter what kinds of things I had been through, and I've been through some really crazy stuff in my life, I was able to rise above. And that, if that doesn't say resilient, I don't know what does. And I
Right.
never believed
It
that until
definitely
the
does.
last few years. Yeah, and it's only been a few years that I've actually followed and believed what I was following. You know, like you hear these things and you're like, yeah, sure, that sounds like me. I started to live that life just a few years ago, maybe 5 years max. And that was
Well,
big for me. It was a good awakening.
I think most of us go through our daily bullshit and we don't realize how resilient we're being. I mean, look at the year that we
We
just
don't.
came through. I think everybody has been resilient, but just the stuff that we all battle through, and mental health is such a big thing. And I think thankfully it's finally becoming a little less taboo to talk about. But Rise by Robin Brown, that's what I want to do. I want to aid in making mental health part of the conversation so people can reach out and aren't afraid. I think between 2000 and I think between January 2018 until probably February of 2020, I knew 6 people that took their own lives. Personally, 6 people that took their
Yep.
own lives. And, nobody even, and you always see the same thing, that I had no idea anything was wrong. And that is so wrong. So, um, all of this stuff is reflective of my own story and the anxiety and the depression and the suicide attempt. But mostly it's to show that you can battle through and come through it. And there is a big giant bug. I'm sitting in the trailer right now, and there is a bug that. Oh shit! Of course there is,
Someone
right?
came
Because
from
we're
the park
live.
to you.
Oh, it
Hilarious.
must be just a
Um,
giant moth.
can you give me a few of the names of a few of the things that are on your shirts? Just some
um,
of the
yeah.
one-liners.
Well, rise above, just and still she will rise. And rise is spelled RYSE. It's a play off of my horse Riley and the word rise. Um, my favorite is determined AF. That's my favorite shirt.
I love that
Oh my
one.
God, you see that bug?
No.
Just over here dancing. God. Resilient, do the damn thing, sort of sweet, sort of savage, dream bigger. And a really important one is remember your why. Like why
I
you're
love
doing
that
whatever,
one. Yeah,
why
see, like
you
I love
start
every
it.
one of those. I love it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep,
Keep
I'll just have to
going. And
literally raid the closet and just kind of get one of everything, it seems. I'm waiting on those tank tops though. You know I need a tank top.
I know, God, I know. I need to
I'll
take
be
off
ready for that.
too. So,
Awesome. Yeah, your clothing line and the meaning behind it, especially after having talked to you about your why. It resonated with me so much that it just I have to have shirts like that that speak to who I am and to who others are, because a lot of people don't have their voice or are not ready to
you're
use their
right.
voice yet. So it's up
Right.
to us to be that. Mental health in this country is garbage. I don't even have another word for it. I'm disgusted and disappointed at how we handle mental health, the taboo behind it. I've seen too
Yep.
many people come and go and get hurt and lose their lives and lose their loved ones on account of it. I mean, I got divorced on account of someone else's mental health. And as disappointing as it was more sad to me because there could have been help. Now he's getting help, which is great, but we're past the point of no return. So
And
it makes
sometimes
me
it
sad
comes
that there
along too
wasn't an
late.
option. You know what? At least it came along. Some
Right.
people it doesn't
Right.
ever, and so I'm proud for him that he found his why. I'm sad for what we had to go through to get to it. But resilience is key.
So did I ever tell you this, I call it divinely interrupted suicide attempt. I mean, it wasn't,
No, no,
it
yeah,
was,
you vaguely told me about it.
so it was, this was a huge turning point for me. And it was in 2014. And I had done an event, and some girls from high school that were kind of the mean girls back then saw me and didn't speak to me. And I immediately like crawled back into myself just like I was back in high school. And I felt like I had to run and hide. And so I don't say or do anything stupid. And I don't want to be a target for them to make fun of. And I ended up going and sitting in my truck and letting my husband run my booth for
Oh
well
wow.
over, for almost 2 hours because I was trying to avoid. So the next day I had to return something, and my husband was golfing, and my truck had been backed into the driveway to unload it, and it was a brand new F-150, 5 months old. And I was so upset over, my anxiety was really bad because of this day, seeing those girls, and it just brings back, like somehow you just, no matter what you've
Like it was
accomplished,
yesterday.
yeah, you just kind of go back there. And so I was upset and I didn't have anybody to talk to, and I was kind of teary eyed, and I got in my truck to return this item and to my girlfriend, and across the street from us is this big, huge old brick building. It's a beautiful senior citizen apartment complex. And I got in the truck and I started crying a little bit harder, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like I was starting to, not be able to catch my breath, and I just kept thinking how tired I was, and I just tired of the bullshit. And I've tried my whole life to fit in and to be a part of something and be accepted. And I started crying harder, and I was just like, I remember looking up and just saying, I'm so done. I am exhausted and I'm done and I can't do this anymore. And I looked across the street. Thought to myself, all I have to do is put my key in my ignition and floor it straight for that brick building, and I'm free. And like I said, my truck is 5 months old. I put the key in the ignition, turned it, and my 5 month old truck would not start. There was no reason for it. It just
Wow.
wouldn't start. And that was
You just gave me some
it freaked me out. Like
divine
that
intervention.
was, yes, it was. There's no other way to explain it. And I grabbed my phone, ran in the house, called my husband, and I said, I think I'm in trouble. Don't drink after the golf course. I need you to come straight home.
Right.
And and that was, I mean, and he came home and the truck started, and there was no reason for it not to start. And that was a turning point for me. And I sought out help, but the help available is not,
Garbage.
it is garbage. It was that typical um, sitting on a couch and how does that make you feel? And what do you
Yeah.
think about that? Well, I don't know how I feel or think about that. Aren't you supposed to be guiding me?
That's why I'm
So
here.
it was a turning point for me, and that's how all of this was created. and it makes me happy, and I appreciate you so much when it resonates with somebody, the sayings on the shirts, because we've all gone through bullshit. You know, whether you're still going through it or it's something part of your story, we've all gone through it. So I
I love
appreciate you
that.
being here.
I love it. And I love that there's a story behind it. It's not just something you saw and thought, "Oh, I can make some money on this." There was heart and soul behind it. And that in
Yeah.
itself is how I know that you'll go far with this.
Thank
I'm,
you.
I'm very proud for you and that you've made it to where you are, and that somebody thought that they needed you so much so that they caused such a divine intervention to keep you here.
I say
See, we
thank you
wouldn't
every
be
night.
talking.
No.
You should.
Oh.
Good. I'm glad.
Uh,
Beautiful.
well,
Well,
I
great.
appreciate
I
you
love
being
it.
here, and we accomplished you guys, this was part of our challenge for the week.
We got
We
this.
both
Day
accomplished it.
7.
Neither one of us are fans of doing this whole live thing, and I've never gone live. Well, I did the other day, and I don't know where my video finally reappeared. I thought it was lost, and I see hearts. Thank you. So you know, if anybody, I always want to be an ear for somebody. So um, if you're listening or you're watching and you need to talk, please reach out, because um, I am the girl that will listen. I will listen to you. And
I love it. Love
so
it.
we both,
I'm here for you too, y'all. To
yes,
everybody who
give
knows
them
me
your,
already.
does it come up? Yeah, it comes up. You should go follow her. She's a phenomenal
I think it
photographer, and we're
comes
going
up.
to do a shoot.
My photography business is Photos by Shadia. You can click on my link on my name, and you can see some of my work there. You can check out my website from my bio. I really appreciate this, Robin. And same thing, you guys, for my people. If you guys want to check out her line, they are so dope. Every one of the shirts are so awesome. Please check it out and see if anything resonates with you.
All right,
And
we
you
get
know
to
what? I have
say
no
we.
idea how to end it again. But yes,
I know.
well
Okay,
done,
I'm just.
lady. We did it.
Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna my normal go-to. I'm gonna back out and hope it tells me to save it.
All right. Take care,
All
guys.
right. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.